Dampers, it's Gainer again. I've just been tinkering around. I saw a couple of other people do this technique as well, and I've done it before. I did it as a starburst card, but I'm going to keep this straight. It's like a quilt in effect. I've done two. I've done this one, and it's using up all your scraps of paper. Absolutely fabulous idea. I think this is rather cute. And I've left them blank inside, so you can write a huge message, or you can decorate them yourselves. It's entirely up to you, but I thought I would share this with you. It says, enjoy the little things. How sweet is that? And this one, oh my God, I'm loving this. This is from A Whole Lot of Lovely. This one is from Daisy Delight, as you can see. And I used the Tranquil Tide, and on this one I used the black. Absolutely stunning. We're going to do this one again because I want a couple of these. So I'm going to show you how I made this. So let's get going. You're going to need your basic card, which is 8 1/4 by... oh my God. It's... I'll measure it now. It is 8 1/4 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/8. Oh my God. My head went totally blank then. Then you're going to need a piece of black, which is your matting. This is 3 7/8 by 5.5. Lovely. And then you're going to need another piece of Whisper White, which is 3 5/8 by 5 1/4. I've gone ahead already because of my machine being over there, and I've cut the largest of the stitched ovals and the largest of the scalloped ovals to layer on top of each other. Beautiful. You're also going to need 4 of these. They're 1/2 inch strips by 6 inches long, and you're going to need 4, and I've got 8 of these because I want to use 4 one side, 4 the other. Then you're going to need 16 pieces in total. I've got 4 of those, beautiful, and I've got 4 of this pattern as well. Exactly the same one as I used in here. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to get going. I'm not going to attach any of these yet. We're going to be using... Oh, by the way, you need 4 pieces at 6 inches long. They are 1/8 of an inch each, roughly. They're just for your border afterwards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first couple of pieces. Take you in the bed, fella. Go on. The bed. I'm going to show you the first... how I get my centre, which is so simple. You're going to think it doesn't fit, but it does. Trust me, I'm going to go in from one corner to the other. Little pencil mark. Making sure that's on the corner. Yep. It's hard to see when you're on white. So corner to corner. And corner to corner. And there's my centre. You're going to get in bed, fella. It's only so I can find the centre. It's got nothing to do with any patterns or anything like that. So you're best off fetching in now your strips and lining them up like a little assembly line. After him dotting around the kitchen, bless him. So I'm going to pop these like this because I'm going to be using the black first, then the green. I have got some offcuts as well. Because I have started a card, and I'm going to show you the first couple of layers, and then we're going to get the other card, and we're going to finish it off because it's a weird ending. And there's my other. So I've laid them out how I want them. That is the centre of my card. I'm going to get my silicone mat. Let me pop these out of the way. I know where they are, so it's only so I don't get any glue anywhere because... And now, like I say, I've just got it for the centre. So I'm going to want that corner. I'm going to find a black corner, actually. Yeah, here we go. I want that corner right smack bang there along that line. And that's where we're going. So once you've lined up your first piece, it's got to be right on that dot in the centre. Just snip off roughly what you're not going to be using, and then we're going to I'm using just my ATG gun. it does the job. I've done 3 cards up to now, so I know it's running right perfect on that line, and it's right to that corner, and that's my first piece. Now we're going to take the second piece. This might not be long enough, because there is, oh no, oh yeah, just. Yeah, just. No, I'm not. I'm gonna make sure it's bang on. So I am lining that. See, it hasn't got to run across that line. It's just I had to find the centre. Making sure that's straight. Trim off the bit you don't need. Don't throw these bits away though. We're going to get used in a moment. I'm going to show you at the end what you're going to do with those bits. I must admit, I do cut a couple of extra strips, so I've always got a straight edge then. So line that up again, making sure it's perfectly against there. Perfect. And then just lay it down. And then we're going to take our next piece. It might fit this time. So I know that's perfect now, because that, yes, perfect that is. You can use any glue you want. It's entirely up to you. It's your card. It's entirely what your preference is. And I just tuck over the ends if there's any overspill. And I know if I pop that right there in the corner, I know that's bang on, because that's my centre. Perfect. We may need another long piece. Yeah, a little bit short. Don't worry about that. It reminds me of a kid's pinwheel. This does, so. I did the one card in about 31 minutes, but that was me rushing. So, and I don't want to do that with you, because I can only record for 33 minutes. I want to take my time and do it properly. So I know now every one of them is bang on in the centre of my card. And they butted up close. They're not overlapping, they just butted up really close together. What we do then, we pick it up and we just trim off all our loose bits. Loose bits. The stuff that's hanging over. I think I saw Jan B doing one very similar to this. I love watching Jan. She's lush. Don't throw your little bits away yet, because you never know, because there are going to be some really tiny pieces. So ones like that, we could salvage at the end. It's not because we're being tight, it's because we only need a small piece. I'm going to move on to the second layer, and then I'm going to fast forward. Literally not fast forward, but you know what I mean. I've got one I've got nearly complete, and I'll show you how to finish it off together. Trim off. This is my second colour. And your pieces, you'll find you won't need 4 of each, but I'm just saying 4 just to be on the safe side. If you're very frugal with it, I think I only did 2 on 1, because as you get closer to the centre, it all depends on your pattern style. You don't have to have 4 colours or 4 patterns. You could have as many as you want. You could have a different piece for every layer. It's entirely up to you. Just make sure they run in parallel next to each other, but not overlapping. And always turn your card anti-clockwise, so you're working clockwise. Perfect. Whoops, I've gone way over the edge on that one. Don't worry, because I just flap it open and tuck it round. You could use fast views for this, Tombow, tear and tape even if you wanted to, but that would take you ages. So turn anti-clockwise. So we're working clockwise, and just to keep repeating that process. And once you've done your 4 layers, if you choose to do 4 layers, then go back to your first colour. The reason I'm working on my silicone mat is because I'm leaving these to the end before I trim. Anti-clockwise. Perfect. Well, it's a very therapeutic card to make, this is. Isn't that cute? Isn't that lovely? And we're just going to go in and trim our ends off. And I've got a trick to cleaning your scissors as well, so I'll show you that as well at the end if I've got time. Because you're bound to get glue on your scissors. I'm just picking up the odd bits with the anything, using that as my little glue pile. So I've done 2 layers perfectly. I'm going to fetch in my one. I'm going to finish that off later because, like I say, I want a couple. So I've gone around with all 4 of my designs. Now we're going back to our first design. And we're going to snip that off. Perfect. Oops. Oh, fingers and thumbs at the minute. But what a great way of using up your scrap end pieces. That fits perfect in it, and it's all the way to the edge of my card. See it? Perfection. Getting us on the sink again. See here? Tiny, tiny little piece. But we got a tiny little piece there. I'm going to show you how we do that after. Push that right to the corner and right to the end. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Yeah, very therapeutic this is, I think. Well, I do hope you all enjoy my videos still, and I'm trying to keep them as fresh as I can. Oh my God, I got my order coming tomorrow. We're in for a treat. And it's all out the new occasions catalogue. Oh, I must admit, I did send away for something out of the main catalogue as well. So I am being good. But it weighs about 7.5 kilos, my box. That's coming tomorrow, because when UPS tell you it's coming, also tells you the size and the weight of the box, and it's huge. See that little corner there? We're going to try and get something in there as well. So I've done the 4 sides now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to trim off again. And these little trimming off bits are going to be perfect for adding, you know, to those tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. So if I can trim that end flat. I know it's minute, but it's worth it. You don't want any blank bits showing. Because it's so small, we literally just want to stick it on the end. Perfect. So I'm going to go back. I'll just trim that in a moment. Perfect. Like I say, I'll show you how to clean and get the glue off your scissors. It's just so simple. No harsh scrubbing involved. I always got a little... You're not going to see that. Just get it as close as you can. I did one earlier and I cut into the actual card. Oh, and it looked awful when I finished. So, we're going back to our second strip now. I've got some little cut-offs here, look. You might as well use those. And I'm going to actually glue, look at that, tiny little bit over. I'm going to glue all that on there because we're going to be cutting from both sides on this one. Really doesn't matter about the overhang on this one because it's going to get trimmed off. And it is pushed right up there. We're okay for that corner. And we're going to use this piece. See, we've got a little tiny bit over on that one as well. And I've used, believe it or not, the same 4 strips to do both these cards, and I've got enough to finish that one off as well. I didn't cut any extras. I just thought I'm only going to be showing how to finish off. Look at these tiny little corners. So trim. I'm sticking everywhere to everything. Trim. Trim. Oh, I've had a murderous day with my back again. Do you know what? It's because I'm sick. We go down on my mother-in-law's on a Sunday for lunch. She's so cute. I love her to bits. And I just can't get comfortable on other people's sofas. So see this tiny little corner? I'm going to glue right towards the end. This is our third one in on the pattern. Oops. Tuck it in. And I can't get comfortable for love nor money where I go. So, look how tiny that piece is. But don't worry. It's glued down. Oops. She says, pulling it off with her finger. Whoops. It will stay in there, trust me. See it right on the end? How cute. And I've got another little piece. I don't even think it's worth it, but you know, I don't think you're even going to notice that. It's so minute, and thankfully I've got a plain background on that one anyway. So, right, let's move these little strips. They're going to go to finish off my other card. Perfect. And we're not wasting anything apart from these little bits you throw away. So, let's get this in. Let's get this going now. Right, before now we add it to our card, I'm going to fetch my mat back in actually. And I'm going to be adding my 4 black strips so we can trim them off as well. And I'm only going to eyeball them. Eyeball them. God, Gainer, slow down. I'm going to use a bit of Tombow, I think. This is a new one, so I've got to be careful. It'll fly out otherwise. And they are 6 inches long, so say if I even put it on my mat, I can see through my silicone mat. And I'm going to put it against the first grid line. Line it up perfect. How's that? And then we can trim these off then. And this doesn't have to be bang on this one because it's going to have a black background as well. So let me just check the time. Oh, we're okay. I'm getting good at this. But if I'd have sat, I'd have had to literally, no, I wouldn't have been able to say a word because I'd have been highly concentrating. And this way we get to do it all. So I'm going to line that back up on there. And I'm going to line this on there. Pull it down. Perfect. And because I'm doing it on my silicone mat, it's not sticking to anything. I love this card. I think it's so adorable. I love messing around. So we got the two sides next. And then we can start attaching it all to our card. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to do this one in the middle because I know it's not 6 inches long. Line it back up. I can even see through the silicone mat where my grid lines are, so that's perfect. Just going to make like little squares in the corner. Perfect. Don't worry, that will dry clear. Look how effective that is though, isn't that cute? I love this. Would help if my grid was straight at the top. Again, I'm just going to do the centre. And again. It just frames it. I think it gives it a nice touch. Whoops, don't you dare. Come on, stop now. Can move my mat now. Isn't that just the sweetest little thing? Right, away goes my glue. Right, quickly I'll show you. Right, have you all gotten a adhesive remover from Stampin' Up? It's this big rubbery thing. Just go down your blades. Get your tissue then. And you can see, perfect, nice and smooth. Let's go back around the other side. Can you see where the glue is? You're not dulling your blades that way. And they're back to being smooth. Like nice and smooth. Now she scissors clean then as well. Perfection. Right, now we're going to fetch in my matting and we're going to adhere this to the black layer. And then we're going to attach it to our card and we're going to do our sentiment and job is a good one. Perfect. I do hope you've enjoyed this and you'll give it a go, and I'd love to see how yours turned out. If you want to send me an email with the pictures, I do adore getting your creations and seeing them and seeing what beautiful jobs you've all done as well. I really do love it. I enjoy getting my cards in the post as well. I had 5 this week. are 5 of my beautiful subscribers and friends. And I think every one of you are my friends. Are we going to go with which sentiment? Are we going to live, laugh and love? Or are we going to enjoy the little things? I think I've got one of these. So I'm going to think we are going to enjoy the little things on this one. I'm going to fetch in my black. And this is perfect. Versamark. Just a light dab in. And then your Memento. Helps pick up the ink and it's fantastic. And especially on the photopolymer. The first time I've ever used them. Use a tiny little bit of Versamark. Oh my God. Excelente. Right, let's get this show on the road. And I've somebody sent me a tip last week. Absolutely amazeballs. Thank you very much for it. And I have put my phone on flight mode. So now my husband or anybody else can't ring me while I'm filming. Yay! That's going to save me a lot of heartache. Perfect. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. And I think, well, your Versamark is so sticky. It grips your powder. It grips onto your embossing powder. So why not grip the ink? How perfect. I'm just going to go over the back and pop it to one side. And we're well in time. Oh my God, I love it when I can get a card done with you all. Oh, where am I? I go for the end bit here. You walking around again, fat man? Here's my little boy. Oh, I love my dog so much. He's so cute. I'm a little extra. And Lextra as well, isn't it? Her name's Lexi, but we call her Lextra because we live near Tesco's and every little X. Oh, she's so sweet. Bless her. Mummy's nearly done. I'm going to give you cookies in a minute. There we go. I'm just going to peel this off. Never use every square inch of your dimensionals. They're fantastic. Now I'm just going to pop this in the centre. If you think it's too big and I've just done all that work to cover it up, it's entirely up to you. You can put a smaller sentiment on. You don't have to use the scallops. You can use the squares, the circles. You can use your decorative label punch. Yeah, label me pretty punch. There's a new punch coming out as well. Oh, everyday labels or something it's called. Oh, I can't wait. I love my punches. Now Harry goes chasing her. Keep still, Mr. Man. So I am going to pop one right there. Right here. And I'm going to pop one right down there. How is that? Oh my God, how beautiful is that? Oh. No, you know me, I've got to use it somewhere. So I'm just going to go along this black trimmed edge. This would be cool in Christmas paper. Christmas designer series paper. There is some called Be Merry in the catalogue at the moment, and there's more coming out. I can't wait for my order tomorrow. Oh my God. I might do another one of these tomorrow in a Christmas paper design. Look at the bling on that. I'm going to do it on this one too. But if you do enjoy watching this and you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, a share, and if you would love to subscribe, that would be amazing. And once you press the subscribe button, and there's a little bell right next door to it. If you click that and tick the box, it will notify you every time I put a video up. So you'll never miss one. It'll send you a little message saying, Gaina's just uploaded the video. So, but that's my card. I hope that you enjoyed it. Until later, you never know, I might make another one tonight. So, until later on, bye. Thanks for watching.